What up, guys? Morning. How you guys doing? I go live for 1 hour because I had to get ready to go work. I just got on the DoorDash for a minute, and then gotta leave Northside to Amazon to go delivery drive type of situation. So yeah, gym therapy. You gotta take care of the body. Somebody takes care of you best as possible, because the older you get, the more your vessel, the avatar becomes weak. You gotta take care of it, because you could be, and also you can be a gym rat, which is cool, but don't forget about, the balance of your mental, emotional and spiritual. You upstairs, you're losing anxiety, depression. Are you letting go of your exes? Every time you think about your exes, your father, whoever destroyed you, hurt you, traumatized you, stay at the gym. Like, tell your spirit to call everybody out, like, whatever makes you happy. Because remember, happiness is temporary, it's not forever. Joy is forever. So I love coming to the gym. I love it, As a being, I'm joyful on the overall. I'm a big care bear. I just want to make sure everyone does the healing journey. You don't have to. That's your free one choice. But to carve it out, how can you say you want love, relationships, family and kids if you don't love your own self? It's on top of that, you're not talking about your own feelings. You talk to everybody about your fucking feelings, a therapist, a counselor, the whole universe, God, Buddha, whatever you believe in, but not your partner. I'm on the male side. And I get it, because the whole version of myself, us boys and our narcissistic, we're taught, that expressing yourself, especially when you become vulnerable to your partner, you're being weak. Fuck all that bullshit. If you can't talk to your partner, what are you doing there? And you queens, if you accept toxicity, what are you doing there? You guys are doing opposite track, squares, circles, squares, empathetic people, love, circles, you're narcissistic, you're toxic love. If you're love on the overall, you cannot fix, change, or save anyone in the universe at all. You can save people physically, single 5 kids. I can save my 8 kids physically. But here's the kicker. If all my 8 kids are stuck in trauma bonds, I can save them physically from a toxic relationship, but I will not be surprised if they go back or if they let them back in their life. Because nobody can break that for nobody except the person in the mirror, yourself. Ask God, God, I'm stuck in this toxic relationship. Why can't I let go? God's like, once again, and everyone that prays to, I pray to, God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual my ancestors, that magic, you send me a sign, a miracle. It's the fucking door. What? It's the door. For everybody out there that bitching about life, bitching about the person by your side in your toxic house household, and you're not the one toxic overall, they are. I just got to the gym. Door number 1. I came in my car. Door number 2. When I go home on the weekends, my home, I don't have a partner. There's no toxicity. I live with my older daughter. She's going through situations in life. And to form people, like, as parents, quote unquote, the worst people you destroy with your words is who? Your partners, especially your kids. So you traumatize your kids, and the kids get older, and they don't have to talk to you. I would love to speak to her more, but she only calls me when she needs me for a car or personal issues. Other than that, we don't really speak. I don't get in my feelings about it. Why should I? Because she's my inner child. Remember, there's all you adults, these kids, and niece, nephews, they're your inner child. They don't know this conversation, especially toxic relationships. I tell my daughter, all my kids, you can go to college, do all that great mammy bullshit, but when you get in a toxic relationship, let me know the outcome. If you can't function, then what? Because before you met this individual, God, church, Buddha, the universe, your job, college, whatever the fuck you're doing, and magically someone can in your fucking life and they sold you a fucking dream. Now you're in a toxic love, broken, coded relationship, stuck in a trombone, you don't know what to do. And the universe does not stop because you're down at all. Bills don't stop, nothing stops. You can become homeless because one person came in your life and sold you a dream. And then you believe higher source can do it for them or for you. For everybody, hey, what's up, man? How you doing, Queen? All right, morning. The door's right there. That's what I preach on my tattoos. I reiterate, the door's right there, apostrophe S. What? The door is right there. That's the miracle, and that's the sign from the whole universe. God, whatever you believe in. All these doors you go through, right? Hey, what's up, social butterfly? One of these. How you doing, Queen? Morning, Queen. How's it going? And I say respectfully wise. I do a lot of one-on-ones, and especially a lot of you empathetic queens, and it's respectfully say this. It's it's the same outcome. Like, God will change His ways. I'm like, you can believe that? My first baby mom 12 years too long. I'm born as a Catholic, and did not work in my favor, and our daughter's favor. But yes, we're blessed to have our daughters, right? And that's why you have terminology. Anybody could be a mother. Thank you, Maggie. Anyone could be a mother, father, a title. You could be a parent, a title, but are you parenting? Are you co-parenting? Shit falls apart because of feelings. Then, more on the male side, he can fuck around and have girlfriends all he wants, body up the whole face, but his baby moms can have no partners at all. No guy can be around his kids. So that's where you go to courts, parallel parenting. And now you deal with the court type of situation. And he can trigger him, fuck her, fuck these kids, I'm out. All my tattoos, he chooses to become a Debbie father. Like I was telling my one-on-one, yo, I have 2 baby moms. People are like, yeah, 8 kids, how many baby moms? I only got 2. If I'm with you, I'm with you. First baby mom is 12 years too fucking long. On a journey, both of us. No one taught me this conversation until I was 39. That situation, that relationship failed like at 31, I believe, 32. Second baby mom was the mother of boys, 7 years too long, right? But once again, both of us the healing journey. Both of us religious Christian type of situation. Nothing wrong with the Bible. Nothing wrong with the temples, the churches. It's the beings inside the church. It's the beings that read the Bible, the Quran, whatever you believe in. It's the beings that are talking about it. That is a problem. Make it simple, black and white. I keep it simple for everybody out there. Other than physical beings and the AI, ask anything man-made for advice to life. I'm at the gym. I just got to the gym. All these beings, I look at them. You can see some are stressing, some are doing cool, some are lost. They're there, but they're not there. The original self, right? But that's what I think to myself. Look, if there's no physical beings here, I'm here all alone, face tattoos. I can't ask anything man-made for, yo, hey, 45-pound weight. I got PTSD. What do I do? Hey, bench press. I got anxiety. Hey, treadmill. I love my cardio. Hey, treadmill, guess what? I'm still gonna trauma. How do I break it? Fucking crickets. Other than physical beings and VAI, ask anything for man-made for the rest of life. Ask your car. Y'all rich? Got your cell phone? Open your bank account? Oh, I'm a millionaire, but I still got anxiety. Here's the worst part. I'm a millionaire, but I'm a zombie. It addicts and addiction. But yes, I got money. But how the fuck are you a zombie? Respectfully. All my tattoos for a reason. If that triggers you, that's my job. That's my gift. Every which way, especially when I said that you're a zombie, it addicts and addiction with no kids. I tell them all the time. I do them one-on-one. In Seattle, I teach to a lot of them. Yo, to be respectful type of situation, I'm assuming for your kids. You don't have no kids, and you're respectful, you're a zombie and addict to addiction. So why am I not doing what you're doing respectfully? I should be in a zombie. Like, you and I should be chilling in the streets, drunk, high as fuck. But you have no kids. I got 8 of them. I lost 2 families. Respect. That's my tattoo says vertically. This is weak, zombies, addicts, and addiction. Because no zombie can say they're strong. They can say they're strong when they start doing what? The healing journey. They go to rehab. What's the word they use? Sobriety type of situation. I comprehend addiction. I have no personal experience. Because I look at people in the streets. So if I do drugs and alcohol, that becomes me. In my situation, I got 8 kids. Pray for them. Oh, Queen, yeah, I pray for them every day above ground. I'm driving, door dashing, Amazon. I see them. I did that. You ever see me like a physical being? I'll pray for them. I have compassion for them. But respect, I said this. I don't feel sorry for them. I'll talk to them. I tell them, yo, see social media with my cell phone tattoo? If you ever want to talk, I'm here. I'm always in your pocket. It's not forced upon. I'm not a Bible thumper. You have to talk to me. You have to say, no, you do whatever you want to do. But I get what you're doing. My face tattoos, you're alone, right? You feel numb. You don't want to feel this feeling, so you run from the person in the mirror. You're scared to stop, turn around, and face you. Anyway, you can speak to anybody. Awesome. But then what? After that, you're all alone, and you can't even talk to your own self. Make that make sense respectfully. God is the changer of hearts. Facts. Your Queen, very factual. You could be atheist type of situation. Whatever your higher source is like, born as a Catholic. We Spanish said this. I used to call out God and be like, I'm in a toxic relationship. God, you're the almighty one, quote unquote, right? So like, why can't this relationship get better? Like my first baby mom's, I'm the girl and she's the guy. I want love and she's toxic love. But once I get my terminology now, then I love her. She says she loves me, but it's toxic as fuck. No matter what I do for her, she's not ever satisfied, ever. We have 3 daughters, D type of situation, and still toxic as fuck. And no matter what I do, never satisfied. But that's why it counts. You say it counts in intake one time, and then to call everybody the fuck out. I don't give a shit what you are, what you claim to be. It's gonna say everything's up at home behind closed door. Who is the slave master? Dash S. Who is the slave? Dash S. Everything starts from home behind closed doors. What does that mean? All my tattoos, you can't see it. I'll show you. Well, it's hard to put my sleeve. But anyways, this right here vertically, it says, actually horizontally, where it says, slave masters, fuck your feelings. This is it, slaves. Why? Everyone talks relationship, typically you queens, right? You're the slaves. The kids, the slaves. The quote unquote boyfriend husbands, we're the slave masters. We're emotionally, mentally, spiritually abusive, physically abusive, and you claim higher source. I talk to queens all the time on one-on-ones. Yo, Queen, you believe in God, right? Whatever your higher source, Buddha, yeah, cool. So do you believe God will whoop your ass? Buddha will whoop your kid's ass? Be a fuck boy, fuck girl? I doubt it very much. So why do you allow it? What do you mean allow it? You're allowing it to happen? The door's right there. I know it's not hurt, but you're scared to leave. Why? Because why does everyone scared to leave toxic relationships? Because all brainwashed to be what? Codependent. You need people. Nobody needs nobody other than kids. I got 8 kids. I do co-parenting. My kids need me for now. That's it. What do you mean for now? I'm an adult, right? I live in my own type of situation. So our kids would be, young adults live in a household. Eventually they go into the matrix, and you pray they survive. If you're struggling as an adult with no kids, imagine I have a kid or two. It's gonna get worse every generation. And I can't speak for other countries. In America, it's a bloodbath. Relationships, what is love in America? Dead the fuck ass. A lot of you queens, you are loved on the overall, but the downfall, you've been so traumatized. You build your walls up. When you build walls, what are walls? You can't see shit behind a wall. So that's, you pray to God how you sort of send me a partner, send me a potential, quote unquote, right? But you build walls, then what? You push them away. Hey, but what are you doing? You push them away, then what? After you build fences, what are fences? You can see cracks. You can observe people's energy, have these conversations, and see if I'm acting nice, being narcissistic, the bad boy, fuck boy. If I'm being nice, being pathetic, the nice guy. I'm trying to actually match your energy and get to know you as a being. I don't want to get to know you just for lustfully, no, as a being on the overall. But once again, if you don't have this conversation, build your walls up and then say, respect and say that, God, the universe, that's your boyfriend, that's your husband, that's your wife, that's your, give you something like that. And I said respect-wise every which way. So just don't do it to yourself. Respect with my one-on-ones at the time, like that is your free one choice. I am not a Bible thumper, but just to let you know from the outside looking in, because I worked on myself, if you decide to put your walls up, be single, celibate for the rest of your life, which is your free one choice, that just lets me know you're scared of love. Respectfully, if higher source is love, and love is the answer, why are you scared of love? Don't be scared of love. Love doesn't hurt. We all say, like my first tattoo here, my first baby mom, back in 2000, and I was in love with her, quote unquote. She's the V card, I had the Virgin card, all that traditional corny ways. That's why I say respectfully. If tradition was working, how's this shit working out for you? I got sold the biggest dream in the universe. God, save the right way. All my people, all my friends, like, you lost it to her. All these women that waited for you, they shot that shot, and you lost it to her. I love her, yeah. Analogy, a metaphor for everybody out there. You have the V card, the Virgin card, right? It's my little saying. When you lay down with somebody with the Virgin card, in your eyes, that is your God, that is God. Is all literally all you see is them. You will give your all 1,000,000,000%. The downfall, if you do opposite track, you're the nice guy, the square, right? The nice guy, natural God, Buddha, the universe, with the Virgin card, and he or she's the fucking circle. The bad boy, the bad girl, the fuck boy, the fuck girl, the bully, the racist, the worst of all of us, the zombies, the addiction, addiction. You're doing opposite track. You're about to self-sabotage your life, not knowing. Like my situation, I'm from the ghetto hoods. I don't fuck with that like I is. What's that? Anyone from the ghetto hoods? Fuck no. There is nothing good about the ghetto hoods. There is no love in the ghetto hoods at all. Only from who? The kids. Comma for now, because that kid stays in the ghetto hoods and they don't fucking ever leave that shithole. What happens? They'll become the bad boy, the fuck boys, and toxic relationships. Respect and say this. The podcast, go to tonight's conversation. All those conversations, the ghetto hoods. That is all the ghetto hoods every which way. In the suburbs, it can happen, but not really. Baby mama drama, all this bullshit, side chicks. You're 30 plus, and you're going on dates, and you don't know what the title is. What the fuck? Are you virgins or you're adults? If there's a potential, we're talking. What's up with you? Like, I did get like a type of situation. So what are we? I'm gonna be a virgin. Be scared of a question. I don't even mean hurt their feelings. What? It's 2026, guys. If you tell the truth, you ask the correct question. If it hurts their feelings, that's their feelings, not your feelings. You're not being mean. Well, we're just chilling. Also, there's no title on it. Bet. Here's the kicker. You're chilling. I'm chilling. You do you. I do myself. Preach, brother. Man. I keep it 1,000. What? No, I'm not a virgin. Deadass, I am not a virgin. I'm an open book to the universe. Ask me whatever you want. I can tell you about the origin myself. That's when I'm like March before you're single. There was 2 potentials, but there was too many red flags. The second potential. Here's the kicker, guys, for everybody out there. If you as one being, if you're doing benefits, situationships, with friends, no title on it. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Queen. What you gonna call it? You're not ready for love. Do not sell yourself a dream and try to do love when you're not ready for love. You're doing body hopping. You're doing benefits. We're just chilling, doing our things. Keep that same energy. Trust the day you meet somebody like myself. All these kings and queens, and the more on the healing journey, more on the waking woke journey, 1% woke. I keep it 1,000. Here's the best part. Me as one being, I have all my tattoos for a reason. Oh, thank you, Maggie, thank you, Queen. What you gonna call it? That's why it says, I as one being, the potential to be day one off the rip. Hey, shit, Queen. See my neck tattoo? I am not your ex. Ex is your past pain, your toxic love, your trauma. No child trauma. I don't know you. I'm trying to get to know you today. I'm today and now the present. If you want to talk about your past, I'm here for you. If you don't want to, that is your free one choice. But just to let you know, if you're so traumatized in your past and all this categories of my neck wise, then potentially I'm too much for you. Especially if all your exes, your past pain, your toxic trauma, and child trauma trigger you, and then I get crucified, the crown of Jesus because somebody hurt you. I didn't do it to you, so you build walls and you push me away because you need your space. How many times that can happen? Respectfully, here's the best part. I tell the queens the potentials. Here's the best part. I don't have to talk to you. All this shit about all my tattoos, I don't have to tell you nothing. I can say like these boys, I can sell you a dream. A lot of boys are narcissistic. They don't want to be with you. They want to be with your body and lust. And when they're done, they're bored, they go to the next. That's why they'll stay with you, cheat on you, 9 times out of 10, then what? And here's the best part, but they claim higher source. Nobody can say God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spirit, your ancestors. If you're a fucking circle, a bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girl, the bully, the racist, and especially if you're a fucking zombie, respectfully. If you're a zombie and not an addiction, you cannot say love nor God, respectfully, the universe. Because you don't, your God and your love is what? The physical trauma bond, drugs, alcohol, pills. You cannot say love. And if that hurts your feelings, that's my job, that's my gift. The truth hurts, doesn't it? So if you want to go be in relationships, go destroy them. What? You go destroy them. What do you mean? You don't love yourself. You wake up every day, bug around, and get high, you get drunk. You don't know what love is, respectfully, because you're scared once again to feel your feelings. And that's the shitty part. That's why I do this live podcast for you guys, not for me. I'm blessed. All the shit I talk about, all my tattoos, what the fuck is toxic? Respectfully, I will not ever deal with toxicity. The only time I want to be, I say I'm blunt. I'm saying I'm not a virgin. The only time I was to be as a couple be toxic when we have what? We exchange energy, TOS intercourse. We become one. That's our toxicity and a positive, whatever we're into type of situation as a couple. Other than that, nope, not as my partner, vice versa. If she's got kids, co-parenting, not around nobody else. Don't be if you become toxic, I'll talk to you, bitch it out. I told you I'll deal with toxicity. You beefing with your exes, you beefing person. Anyone that bullies anybody is not a good person. Stop wasting energy on respect people that are pointless. They're just on a journey. They're not on a healing journey. They can say God. It doesn't matter. They say God. They go to church all day. They can fucking live every day bug around, but they're bullying, talking shit to you. Will God bully? No. So they're a bunch of hypocrites. So why waste your energy on hypocrites? Respectfully, inside they're broken, they'll get lost. They do not know this conversation at all. But if you want to, go entertain. And don't come to me when you're sad and depressed, bitter hate. Don't come to me. There's your room. Go to the wall. Go talk to your family and friends. What? Respectfully. I don't deal with toxicity. That's my situation. Potential to be. I have all these scenarios. And here's the best part. Potential to be. Yo, Queens, go to my Spotify. Go to my TikTok. My YouTube. Go see the old version of myself and my present version of myself. This is all I talk about. All my energy is focused on robbery of life, robbery of feelings, these toxic love, broken, codependent relationships. If you have kids, co-parenting, the healing journey, the awakening journey, the hardest one is woke. Get your life back. How do you become woke? Learn to love you. Learn to love you. Because if you don't got you, thank you, Megan Queen. If you don't got you, who got you? If we get everyone religious, spiritual, God, the universe, yes, God, the universe does have you emotionally, mentally, spiritually. They're always by your side 24/7, 365. Physically, who got you? That the fuck ass physically who got you? Your kids? Your kids don't pay bills. Your kids don't know nothing about mental health, respectfully. Your family and friends? How's it working out for you? If you can't talk to your family and friends about these conversations, more likely this isn't a journey. Maybe a healing journey. Or like me, boys and Catholic, go to church. Hey brother, all you talk about, leave it in God's hands. Go to read the Bible. Like, the Bible's not the issue, nor is God. I am the issue. The people around me are the issue. These beings are the issue. So respect more on the empathetic side, the queen side, that you're more religious based. When I say respectfully wise, you can read the Bible all you want, but look who you have by your side as a partner. Respectfully, if you on the overall our love, right? You're talking too fast. Oh, what's up, Journey? Sorry, I apologize. I'll be speaking. I get excited. I'm trying to slow it down. I apologize. But on the overall, then you are good. Especially empathetic queens. But the downfall we're raised incorrectly, because why? Our families and friends. Well, I can't say our our friends, our families for sure. Because if all you know is toxicity, then that's what you grew up with, and you accept toxic love like your mother did, aunties did, grandma did, and that's why it's called what? The generational cycle. So what are you doing with them? Deadass, what are you doing with them? That's once again, don't try to be hard on yourself at all. My situation in this lifetime, it took me 8 kids, 4 queens, and 19 years of my life in the relationship world to tell you a story. I'm not a victim. I'm not a war survivor. What's toxic? The intent, your exes. You have a real support team. Like I had one almost 6 years ago. Like, fall back. What do you mean? Of your exes, what was the red flags that you missed? What was the boundaries that you passed, that they passed? What was the thing that you accepted that you will not accept now. Why do I care about this conversation? Because you say you want love and a potential. So the next potential to be, as it's happening, if the XX is the red flags, you open your mouth, realize boundaries. If not, then what? What's the number one you doing? Welcome to life. And what you gonna call it from there was, if it hurts your feelings, yo, talk about it as adults. If not, then just walk away type of situation. No one's gotta stay. No one's gotta stay at all.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, honestly, I just went through a situation like that. I almost got married to this guy literally last month, and thank God it didn't happen.
Well.
But I noticed that when I was like me, I'm a lover girl.
Okay.
But thank God for the experience, because when you know you're a lover girl or a lover boy, you have to have a backbone. You have to have like certain boundaries aligned, so that you're to whomever you choose and get your love to, your partner doesn't take advantage of that. And I didn't have that intact during the time.
Okay.
So I was sitting here giving and going to people for, advice. Should I talk to him better? Should I do this or should I do that?
Yeah.
So I was always looking at myself like as if I was the problem. The whole time I feel like, maybe I was overextending myself, receiving a bare minimum for a person that couldn't really take me being vulnerable, for a person that couldn't even take me loving them and, trying to share my peace with them and everything. So, I think when you study your own love of how you love someone or whatever the case is,
love languages.
you have to protect yourself.
1,000.
And
very factual.
You have to make sure like who you with that they're able to give that back, and you shouldn't just stick around because you love them, because they have to love you back.
Facts.
So both of you guys have to be vibrating on the same frequency. So that's why I said I thank God for it, because it took me to deal with the wrong person to understand my worth.
Correct.
My love, my peace, my abundance, and all of that. So people have to really learn how to align themselves with the same love that they give a person.
That's
because
possible.
If you don't, it's not going to work. And it's like lightness versus darkness. You can't love a person when you're peaceful and that person is full of chaos.
Oh yeah.
So there's only so much that you can do. Overextending yourself allows you to lose yourself, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it of not being worth it. So,
very factual.
Yeah.
Well, Queen, I'm happy that you didn't get married, and I'm happy that you're more aware. That's why the intent, like my neck tattoo, XXs. I can't speak on your behalf how many X you have in your lifespan, but like all the red flags that you missed, all the boundaries that they passed, that you passed, the things that you accepted, the next potential to be, as it's happening, you realize boundaries, and then you don't accept people, because you hear on TikTok, therapist counselors like you accept people, or you love them how they are, or you compromise. Me personally, I don't like the word compromise and accepting people, because you be doing the butt lines. I love everything, but I say I have a potential partner. Her name's Maria, right? I'd be like, I love everything about Maria, but she's jealous, but she's controlling, but she's toxic, but she's traumatized. Those butt lines in the beginning, I'm okay with it, but over time, like, damn, she's so toxic. We go to church, hire her, whatever we're trying to do, therapy, counseling, she's still toxic. But I knew in the beginning, but the downfall in the beginning, you'd be like, I don't want to hurt their feelings. The truth is hurt no matter what. If you don't accept it. And then what? And then she gets pregnant. Oh, shit, now the kid's involved. But before that, I knew that I don't like her toxicity. The door, I preach about doors. The door's right there. And an analogy metaphor, like this is my little saying since like 2000, my first baby mom. I'm not even a poet, right? I say, it's better to die today than tomorrow. Not physically, emotionally, spiritually. So a 10-day breakup is better than a 100-day breakup. Then, 100-day versus 1,000-day breakups. And so on and so on. Because the longer individuals, the more going to hurt you, especially the ones the more empathetic ones. The more narcissistic, they don't care. So they move on right away, because they don't do healing journeys. They just do body hop in the whole phase, or jump into the relationship right away. You're the one that typically falls back. You know what? Why did it fail again? You're scared of love and trust and loyalty, especially when you have TO, sex intercourse, you exchange energy. Like, if you exchange energy and you can't control or protect it, that's why you feel like guilty, you feel wrong, you feel dirty. Like, no, if you did your part, especially more empathetic wise, do not feel guilty, not be shameful. You did your part. But here's the kicker: if you're too empathetic, like I used to be, you overlove, you overgive. You give your all, but here's the kicker: you give your all to the wrong person. That's why I say, a two-sided relationship, communication, which Aaron preaches about communication, but that's only half the shit. What's the second most important? B is comprehension. So a two-sided relationship, A and B. One-sided, typically queens, you do what? A and B, because you know what you're talking about. Communication, comprehension. Us males more narcissistic on the overall, because we're not raised about conversation, these feelings at all. That's to do my podcast, my tattoos. We do communication. We do not do comprehension. Why do you think we bicker about the exact same subjects? Because I don't know what you're talking about. On top of that, if we're bumping heads, We can speak about it, but as soon as you start speaking, I don't hear you. That the fuck, I don't hear you at all. I listen to anybody else but you because we're bumping heads respectfully. And that's the reason why there is a war going on between us as a couple. And that's the shit. You don't want to accept toxicity because if you stay too long, then what? That's why I'm going to get tired of my back to call everybody out. And it's like a little riddle. And to pay it forward, right? It's going to say, if you're in a positive manner, as if a warning, no, wrong saying. Anyways, it's going to say, you and I cannot get nor buy back what God Almighty cannot give back to nobody. What is it? Love, time, feelings. When you comprehend that, why do you waste your love, your time, your feelings around people around you, especially by side as a partner? Make that make sense. And tell me I'm wrong. Ask God, the universe, for yesterday back. Yesterday's the past. It's been written. Nobody can get it back at all. So that's why the intent, the person by your side, you don't stay too long. Give yourself an ETA time and talk to them. Check it out. But here's the kicker for everybody out there. Adults, we do the adult conversation, the uncomfortable conversations, right, babe? Our situation not getting better. I'm trying to my side, vice versa. Whatever the conversation is, right? Boys and girls, they ghost. They'll cheat. They run away. Because they don't want to do the drama. They don't want to do the tears. They don't do none of that bullshit. Respectfully. That's why I call them out.
It seems like when it comes to communication, sometimes it's more so of a deflect versus like really listening to what your what your partner is saying. Because like, especially for me, like I can be very real. Like to me, I feel like sometimes I'm too strong, but I don't have a problem with being vulnerable with my partner.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like when I'm being vulnerable, like say this, okay, say me and you together, right?
Yeah.
And you love me the best way that you can, but then I point out something and I say, well, babe, I don't feel like you love me because you do this and that. But you have already put in your defense system, oh, well, I do this, I do that. How could you say that?
Right.
So I feel like sometimes people listen with the emotional state instead of sticking to the logical perspective. And I feel like if you stick to the logical perspective, especially when that person is telling you something, then you can understand. But if the emotional, if you're listening with your emotional state, everything that I said, it didn't matter because what you said and how you defended yourself mattered more than what I told you.
Facts.
So I feel like that's another thing. A lot of people can't take a lot of people's vulnerability.
Correct.
Like you want a person being able to reflect and be like, okay, even repeat what they said. So you say, I make you feel like da and da and da,
right,
or whatever the case is. So now you get into a point of understanding. But a lot of people deflect, like they don't want to hear their partner because their emotional state already made up their mind. So therefore, they need to go talk to their own themselves. Let's not look at that. Communication is very imperative. Like you have to listen to your partner on a logical perspective.
Right.
Because if you deflect, that means that you're creating avoidance, and it's going to turn into something bigger.
Very factual.
And then that attention that they're telling you about. Somebody's going to be giving them attention, then you're going to be pissed off because it was already addressed.
That's very factual. Very factual. And that's why, like, Buddha's teachings, like, what I say, like, I studied Buddhism a little bit, right? So, like, when you react, that'd be a more narcissistic way because, you sit there and you start bickering type of situation. Being more, if you respond, you're more empathetic. Why you sit there and observe and let them speak. And that's it for the most part, not the word all. I don't use the word all. We're all traumatized. We're all stuck on the generation cycle. But on the overall, you queens respond. You do A, communication, B, comprehension. Because whatever subject we're talking about, us as a couple, you know what you're talking about. Us men are more narcissistic. We're not talking about these feelings, so we react. That's why we bicker, and it does not go nowhere. And that's why everything comes with feelings. And if you're not doing it, you're the housewife. I got the work wife. I got the housewife. I got the IG, social media. I got wives there because I only options. Because for the most part, since I'm not talking about my feelings with you as my partner, my pops and everybody else didn't teach me this shit. So I talk to my coworkers because that's why you have the housewife and the work wife, house husband, work husband, right? And then you have the social media wives and husbands every which way. So we can talk to everybody about our problems, but not my partner type of situation. And that's why emotion starts happening. And then you have the boundaries, and now you're cheating type of situation. That was not your intent, but it happened because of feelings. But feelings aren't factual, and it's energy every which way. But it should not get to that point. That's why I say, when y'all doing the healing journey, more on the queen side, like vibe with people that vibe with you every which way, best as possible. And the intent is talking about everything. If you can't become vulnerable, respect for you're in the wrong relationship. But if you want to try, because that's your free one choice. If you want to keep with chances, that's your free one choice. My situation, I worked on myself. Up to March before you're single. Beautiful queens out there, cosmetically wise, beautiful energy. The downfall of a lot of them are so traumatized, respectfully when I say that. And they're scared of love. And then the way I speak, You know, I keep it 1,000. I don't hold back. Like, if you had a bad day, let's talk about it. You know? And once again, for almost 4 years of potential to be, they tell me the same thing. Like, yo, chill out. Like, you may, be my potential boyfriend, right? But don't become a counselor or my therapist. I'm like, so scenario. Remember, this is a verbal conversation, Queen. Like you and I are having. We're not even a couple. So scenario, you're having a bad day. Your father triggers you. Your ex, whomever the fuck it is, right? So when you come home, I see you're sad or you're bitter, hateful type of situation. I know I didn't do shit to you at all, right? So you're gonna build your walls and push me away. So what do you want me to do? In my head, I want to have a conversation about it, but obviously physically you don't want to. And we're talking about this real conversation. A scenario is not factual, right? So is that how you want to live this relationship, to be like that? If we do this, that every time someone triggers you, you just push me away. My crown of thorns with Jesus, you crucify me. I didn't do shit to you. So why should we do this?
Yes.
Well, I go the respect, Queen. For one, you're not ready for this. I worked on myself. I'm love 1,000. You are love. You can be loved. There is a lot of love in you. They're down for you to traumatize. So respect and say that I don't recommend this, but if I was you, date people like you. What's that mean? You're broken. To trigger you. What? Broken people don't have these conversations. Respectfully. People in the healing journey, we're trying to do love. We have these conversations because we don't want altercations for the most part. No relation is perfect. There are flaws, but we have a conversation on the overall. If one side becomes too hot-headed, yo, babe, shit out. This conversation is going nowhere. How about we switch the subject, we walk away and fall back another day? That's beautiful. That's fucking love every which way. You trying. Not with fucking with shit's flying and shit. And then after that, corny ass makeup sex bullshit. Like, what the? That's all toxic as fuck. Respectfully, that's toxic as fuck. There is no love there. And then sometimes you talk to each other, become TLC, become one. Then fucking don't be with no. Do body hop in the whole face. Do fun and fits all day. There's all the lust you want right there, man. You know, respectfully. That's what I'm saying. Almost 4 years single, chilling. You know, and I was for one almost 6 years ago. King, just to let you know, by my support team. If you want to be like black and white, think black and white, and then preach black and white. A lot of people don't like easy. Life can't be that easy, but it's. I know it's gonna be easy when I figure it out, and it is easy. Because if you don't got you, who got you? The universe. Emotionally, spiritually, yes, God, whatever you believe in. But physically, anyone can walk away. What? And that's for everybody out there. That's why I emphasize it. What? Anybody can walk away whenever they want to. That is their free one choice. For whatever apparent reason. Everyone's traumatized. Maybe they thought, but think it's not, no, they was ready. And they saw that you actually are love. And you know what? This is too much for me. Like, they're always asking me questions. They're checking me too much, and I can't handle this. Like, I'm cool with a little toxicity or a lot of toxic. And we have these conversations. We just smashing that shit and whatever. Go on the day, whatever. Like, nah. Then they'll, once again, they can ghost you. And you as one being, because they'll mention rejection, but I emphasize it. As one being, can you handle rejection? What? If you can't handle rejection, especially, you're not ready for love. You're not ready for relationships, because anybody can walk away. That's like last year, actually a year and a half now. But that's potential. She taught me that. And that's the cool thing as a being, like me as a being, I'm already woke to myself, but I can learn from others. She taught me that. She thought, let's just scenario together, right? Because she thought forever, last dying breath, grow with each other. Marriage is not it's not factual. Like you said, we're factual. What do you mean by that? Because scenario, we're together 5 years, right? And I walk away. I just ghost you. Everything's lovey-dovey. Everything's on point. Everything's phenomenal. But one day I wake up, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. So we both go to work. And you come home. My stuff's there, but I don't come home. And you call me, you're blocked. Social media, you're blocked every which way. You call my family, hey, she doesn't want to talk to you. Can you handle that? I was like, babe, you're not even my partner. You're a potential, right? You already ghosted me twice, but I told you day one off the rip, I don't need, for both of us, just to let you know, I don't need you in my life, I want you in my life. Needing people is codependency. Wanting people, I'm depending on myself and vice versa. For both of us, the door's right there. What? If I'm too much for you, if you're not satisfied, or vice versa, I'm an adult work to myself, so men and women, we have these adult conversations. Boys and girls run, and you go to that door, ghost. I can't handle rejection. I'm not questioning my self-worth, become sad and depressed because you left. That's your free one choice every which way. And as I told her, you ghosted me twice. I didn't become sad and depressed. I did my one-on-ones. My life continues on, because I already know people will come and go, and I asked her the same question, reverse psychology. So if I do that to you, 5 years in, lovey-dovey, everything, and I ghost you, like, remember this, you just told me, we both go to work, you come home, my stuff's there, I don't come home, and can you handle that? She stay quiet. There it is, so you can't handle that, you're not ready for this, respectfully, And remember this, not even my girlfriend, a potential, all my conversations, and that's what I tell people, like, if you want love, right, the potential that wants love also, have these conversations every which way. So you know that you're both ready, and on top of that, I tell everybody, and I emphasize it, if you can't control and protect the energy, do not get involved with nobody, respectfully. Because when they leave you, what? You question your self-worth, sad, depressed, bitter, and hateful? Fuck the universe, your God. Why does everyone leave? Or why didn't it work out? You know, respectfully. And that's why religious talk, you know, which I'm going to tell my back, because I'm born and raised a Catholic, right? So to trigger the religious people, like, to trigger, I say, yo, God can't do it. What? God can't do it for nobody at all. And when it triggers you, the religious people, you be like, that means God's not powerful. Cool, I got your attention, right? Religious people, let me elaborate. My back tattoo is going to say, every day above ground, we all free one choice. You know, I'll take it back, that's a different tattoo. I already have it on me. It's going to say, you know, every day above ground, we're all saved. You know, we choose to become unsaved when we choose to be the bad boy, the bad girl, the fuck boy, the fuck girl, the bully, the racist, the zombie, the acid addiction, which is your premeditated choice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so, and that's today. So tomorrow morning when you wake up, are you choose to be empathetic? Then I said, natural, God, Buddha, whatever you believe in, the loving person, then cool, then you're saved for the day. And this is the person that chose to be the fuck, your part is the fuck boy, fuck girl, cool, they're unsaved. But that's for today. No one's perfect, we have our flaws. That's why I say, yo, we've been saved a long time ago. No one really says this. But my situation on religious / spiritual, and I dissect it. Yo, we're all saved. If I want to become saved, I did a bad girl, fuck girl, a zombie, and I was an addiction type of situation by my side. And everyone call me out like, yo, Mr. Positive, what are you doing with her? I love her. Yeah, I get you love her, but she's not really love you. You know that, right? And I bitch about her. Why you bitching? You know who you got with, you know, who you got involved with type of situation, respectfully. And that's the shit for everybody out there. Like, if you want love, quote unquote, do you know what love is? Do you comprehend what love is? If you knew what it was, I promise you 1,000, my tattoo, you will not stay in toxic love, broken, coded relations. You know the door is right there. You can walk away whenever you want to. That is your free one choice. Hurt people's feelings? Yo, it's not your feelings, their feelings. If you want to talk about it, if they want to become vulnerable, you can talk about it. Yo, babe, chill, I learned from this. This conversation was too much for you type of situation. My energy was too strong for you, respectfully. And from my situation, I tell the queens, the potential. I'm forewarning you. Here's the best part. The boys behind me, they won't talk to you. They'll talk to you lustfully, but they won't have this conversation. Hey, just to forewarn you, I worked on myself type of situation. They don't give you nothing. They don't give you shit. I love you energy, and that's it. Let's go to church, Buddha, whatever you believe in. Like now, especially in America, it's like 90-day fiance. That's how I give everybody 30 days, 60 days, 90 days tops. That's it. Everything starts with love, but little by little, then it starts shifting. Less texting, less calling, less TOs, less everything. The spark is ending. Why is the spark ending? Is it your side? Is it their side? Got to figure it out. If not, stay for too long. And then what? Blame God? Blame the universe? It's like, no, it's a person in the mirror. It's you. Everyone's got a free one choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? That's what my other tattoo on my back. It says, every day above ground, we all have free one choice. What are you choosing? What are you doing? To be empathetic, the squared, the nice girl, the nice girl. To be narcissistic, the bad boy, the bad girl. You know, the zombie, the addict, and addiction. A premeditated choice. You can see my tattoo. Got my hoodie on right here. Where you are not changing, you're choosing. What? You say you want love, but you're choosing to stay in toxic love. How's that working out for you? Pray to God all you want. God's not the issue. You are the issue. You both are the issue.
Yeah, that's tipper-tatting. It's definitely tipper-tatting. Because I feel like, you know, especially when you're choosing to move on to something that's supposed to be healthy, you know, like you said, people who are like, we all still deal with trauma and, you know, trying to heal from it. Sometimes I think that, you know, a lot of people try to bring them same energy and characteristics from that past relationship into the same one, and that's what they still want. Right. It's really hard for them to grasp onto what's literally in front of them. So that just let me know that they're still in their past.
Correct.
And another thing I think that was a toxic trait for me. I think it's not because I didn't love him or I didn't have feelings for him.
Okay.
But I think that it was more so of the potential versus really paying attention or versus ignoring characteristics and patterns. That's
right.
What it was.
The red flags. Yeah, the red flags.
That's what potentially been it, but he wasn't that. He wasn't that at the moment.
Okay.
He hasn't healed. He doesn't want to, and he wants to stay in that comfortability.
Well, that's the problem, like, right? You're comfortable. Yeah. It's because feeling, you know, to feel your feelings, it can be painful. So we'll talk about everyone's feelings. We love helping the whole universe, but when it comes to our feelings, and we lie, allow more than the male sex. We're not taught to be vulnerable and have this conversation with our partners, right? So we wear the mask, smiles. Babe, I'm good. Like, babe, why do you think you see through us? Like, you can say verbally you're good. You can smile and bullshit laugh. I know you're not good. Nah, you don't know. You can't read my mind. I know you're not good. Can you see energy? You see through us every which way. You know, and that's the shit. A lot of men were mad to smile, but behind we're dying crying, away from the kids, away from you, away from everybody. I'm let's say my lunch break. get in my car, bawl like a bitch like I used to. Like I would just cry till I can't cry anymore. After that, I feel good. The feeling, you know, like when you cry, speak to the universe. Say what you got to say to the universe, right? Let it all out. You might have peace for whatever, 5-10 seconds, but you have peace. Like, oh shit, I feel good. All of a sudden, anxiety, depression, toxic relationship, fuck, oh my gosh. But what happened? You got to taste the peace for 5-10 seconds. Yeah. Now that peace, can you have it 24/7, 365? And that's the shit. That's what you got to strive for, is peace and love for yourself. If not, to be codependent people, man, be bullshit. That's why I'm gonna tie my bags and say, it's a little riddle, and say, you know, if people make you feel good, if man, bullshit makes you feel good, why can't you make yourself feel good? Make that make sense. And what is the answer? Codependency and validation. It's cool to hear from others that you're doing a good job, I love you, but why can't you look in the mirror or just as you're driving or think to yourself, you know, I love myself, I'm doing better, you know, and you're being selfish in a positive manner, because once again, if you don't got you, yo, then who got you? Anybody can walk away whenever they want to. That is their free one choice. What? I just forewarn you. If you believe that someone stay by your side forever, yeah, toxic as fuck, yeah. Or let's say it is love, but let's say you walk away. Let's say you're the toxic one, then what? And that's why I say respect for everybody out there. There is no one for everybody out there. You might have a partner for so long, but people will come and go. That's all my tactics for a reason. You know, the next one I'm getting to say, if you're in a positive manner, it's for warning, right? Did you know anyone can break up with you, anyone can cheat on you, anyone can divorce you, anyone can ghost you, anyone can leave you whenever they want to? That is their free one choice. When they do, and which they shall, how will you react? How will you respond? Or do you live if you're scared of that? And that'll be tatted on my back, either in my cross tattoo or back of my cross tattoo, on the side of it, whatever. That's all my little thing that I say so many times is repetitive. I put on my body, you know, because why? To get your attention, especially all the religious people. That's my profile pic. Majority of platforms is my back tattoo, and they comment, "Oh, you're religious?" Yeah, I'm born as a Catholic, but I'm also spiritual. But is it Bible scriptures? Well, if you click on the picture and zoom in, no, there is no Bible scriptures and all that. Maybe down the road I might add to it, but no. For the time being, the only Bible scriptures on my body is my forehead, Adam and Eve, Genesis, Cain and Abel behind my ear, and then Noah's Ark, because that's the beginning of the Bible, Genesis. After you have all these other books of the Bible, but why do you have those? Because it's key points. The first two people, Adam and Eve. And then the first, all this narcissist, sociopath, psychopaths, Cain, Abel. We can all become Cain and take our brother Abel out, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, physically, because we got triggered by repetitive words, feelings, conversation, the truth. How? Why? A premeditated choice. What? Anybody can become Cain, man. I promise you that. Anybody can. That's not your intent. But what you gonna call? Oh, thank you for the rose, thank you, Queen. But what you gonna call it? It's triggers. And that's when, let's say you're an empathetic person, the more you Queens on the overall right. But that's why let's say you pop up in your partner. You would never do that. But also now you did. You know why? Because my neck tattoo is called reactive abuse. You react to a situation from your partner, or you've had a bad day and you take it on your partner or your kids. That was not your intent. But you know, whoever you take it on, that's they're the punching bag. My situation, I have a partner, she can take it out. Like, yo, I don't give a shit about words. Words are irrelevant. Words have no power, no weight over me type of situation. That's why when it comes to words wise, for everybody out there is no feelings. Feelings, there are no feelings at all. Any repetitive word that triggers you because you allow that power and weight. On top of that, to make it simple for you guys, anyone that triggers you with words, you know why the word stupid hurts your feelings, bitch, ugly, fat, stupid, whatever the phrase is, the term is, or the word is, right? You know why? Because you have many owners of the word stupid. So who called you stupid? Scenario. Did your dad call you stupid? Your ex call you stupid? Your boss call you stupid? Your kid call you stupid? That's how the word triggers you, specifically wise. If I don't care about words and you do, there's your problem, respectfully wise, because you don't know how to let go of these words. And you have many owners. That's why you do closure for yourself, not for nobody else. All this closure is for you. It'd be nice to hear from others, but remember this. No one else to do closure at all. No one else to forgive you. That's why it's their healing journey. And you as beings, because we all hurt everybody, and that's not our intent, because we're all traumatized, going through toxicity in life, and we snap on people. That was not our intent, but that's why you traumatize them now. And when they start the healing journey, whenever they want to, maybe down the road, you can have this conversation. You know, like, oh, you actually did change, you know? And to warn people, once again, no one's got to stay. No one's going to have this conversation. But once again, if you, you know, to put the riddle for everybody out there, like in this lifetime, right? How many bodies are you going through to figure out what love is? How many tears are you shedding to figure out what love is? Respectfully, bodies, you know, you go with hundreds of thousands. If you have hundreds of thousands of bodies and you still don't know what love is, you have a lot of healing to do. Respectfully, all these people in all the universe that you still don't know what love is. And if you're looking for love in people, respect, you're looking the wrong way. Because, what's up, Moonlight? How you doing? How's it going? Morning. What you gonna call it? It starts from you. Everything starts from the person in the mirror. That's why people like, and see, I don't want you to write a book. They comment, I go, check out. If I was to write a book, it's really simple. It's going to say, you know, when I get my little 2x4 cards, business cards, but it'll say, you know, this is my book, black and white, because I speak black and white. Think black and white, live black and white. And you flip it over and say, the answer to life is the person in the mirror. All you ever needed was you. The end. There's my book. What? It's you. Look in the mirror. You're the answer to your own life, not nobody else, respectfully. People can come into your life, bring love, but anybody can walk away. When people start leaving, can you handle rejection? You know? And that's, once again, that's to foreign people out there. Like, it'd be nice that you had a badass partner and you worked in yourself and it was forever. Or God, the universe can test you. You both go to sleep. You wake up and they don't wake up. God, the universe is testing you. What? Your partner's not physically here no more. And it sucks. You got whatever, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years solid. The best partner, you're a badass couple every which way. And now they're not physically here no more. You know what happens to you? Because God, the universe, you shut down. You be single for the rest of your life. You know, which is your free one choice, but I guarantee if your partner was alive, they'll want you to move on. Like, chill out. Our time was here. Everything happened. I'm not here no more. So, like my situation, but that's just to be, I tell them, hey, it's not a fact, but scenario. Let's say we're together, 2 years solid, whatever, and, you know, I passed away type of situation. Something happens to me type of situation. Don't stop because of me. You know, you got to taste of love. We're solid every which way. There's got to be no potential out there every which way, but learn from our situation. Please, you know, don't stop life because of me. I'm not physically here no more. Keep going. You know, and I want you to move on type of situation. In the next lifetime, we might meet each other, see each other. But that's, when I say that, that's like traditional. I say that's traditional. I don't know, but it's factual. Like, you know, in the next lifetime, we'll see each other again. There's many cultures, many beliefs, but once again, just try to be realistic-wise. And you're a physical being. I'm a physical being right now, right? Keeping the present best as possible, every which way. And that's why, once again, if you want love, learn to love you. Date yourself. What are your boundaries? What are your love languages? And then what are your standards? And from there, wise, of your exes, which I highly recommend, what's all the red flags you missed? What's the boundaries that they passed, you passed? What did you accept? So you don't do that shit again and again and again. Because if you don't do that, which is your free one choice, then what do we all do? We bitch at our partners. We compare our new partner to our exes, and we collect red flags. We do not observe the green flags at all. That's why each new partner you compare, you be like, and if you break it down correctly, wise, each partner, okay, the first one, let's say I have 5 girlfriends. The first one's jealous. The second one's jealous and controlling. The third one's jealous and controlling. And so on and so on. So I'm collecting red flags, no green flags. But I want love. Really? Make that shit make sense. That's toxic as fuck. You're not ready for love respectfully wise, you know? But I'm gonna play some clips, guys, and I ain't going because I gotta start getting ready to go to the work at Amazon. Which is a temporary, it's for the time being. Once again, I gotta start pushing content, man. I have so much years of this stuff. But remember, when I play these clips, not my clips, I borrow the clips, and if it triggers you, talk to yourself. How and why? I'm not speaking. Somebody else is speaking. You don't see what I see. So, talk to yourself. And every clip that I play, I tell you, if you go on my platforms, you know, the clips that are not mine, it says hashtag feelings, hashtag the healing journey. Oh, thank you, Megan. Thank you, Queen. It's what? Because it's all about feelings. If you watch it, you hear it. If you're getting your feelings, talk to yourself. You should want to talk to yourself. You don't have to. The word "have" is trigger. You have to talk to yourself. No. You should want to. So when you hear the clip, like, if it triggers you, like, why and how do I feel sad, bitter, hateful, scared? You know, that's the situation, man. If not, you don't have to. That is your free one choice. Oh, this is a cool clip right here. This is badass.
Surround yourself with people whose eyes light up when they see you coming. 2, slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be. And 3, the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next, so keep climbing.
Simple words, beautiful words, and that's very factual. Like, love. The people that actually love and care about you every which way, every time they see you, every time you call them, whatever, they're happy as fuck. If you want to test it, I promise you that. I do it in Seattle all the time. Like, someone had a bad day, I bullshit with cashiers, right? And people in general wise in Seattle. But let's say keep it simple, cashiers. Let's say on a bad day, customers are giving grief and they're just, you know, trigger type of situation. I just bullshit, crack jokes, bullshit with them, whatever, and have a good conversation. They know, hey, some customers, once again, a lot of people go through shit in life, are traumatized, and they probably won't try to be mean to you, but they're probably going through things in life, because once again, you know, anyone that bullies, they're going through shit in life, every which way, so try not to take them too serious, you know, and we just crack, you know, have a little small conversation, And then I don't go back to that whatever store it is. And I go back, let's say 4 or 5 months later, and they see me. I could be in line, and they see me, lock eyes, they smile, right? And then be, hey, what's up? Where you been? Like, I'm sorry, you remember me? Like, I remember them, right? Because I remember conversations for the most part. Like, yeah, it's been months, man. But yeah, I remember, yeah, because I didn't have a bad day. The customer talking shit. You helped out. Or let's say customers giving shit, too much shit. I jump in. What's up, XG? How you doing, Queen? How's it going? Morning, Queen. How you doing? What you gonna call it? They said they're giving shit. I didn't tell the customer, yo, like, hey, like, they're just a cashier. Don't give them too much grief. Yo, probably, bro, like, just chill, man. If you don't like it, the door's right there, type of situation. So that's the cool thing is, like, with people that actually care about you, love you. Every time you see them, it's like love to the fullest. You chop it up. Like me, I live farm around with my pops, right, in Seattle, and we see each other every year. Like we're like, I've seen the kids grow up. We all grew up together, type of situation. Beautiful energy. Every time we see each other, badass conversations. We're getting a little older. The kids are growing, and then we just catch up. That's love, man. That's people that actually care about you every which way. So that's why you vibe with the people that vibe with you best as possible. If you want a better outcome on the overall. And if otherwise, like the analogy metaphor of the mountain. So Brisbane said this, like, that's the healing journey. Like, you get on top of the mountain, quote unquote, and you're cool, but then you have anxiety, depression, you're actually traumas and triggers type of situation. So keep climbing the mountain. Don't stop. It's a lot easier to climb a mountain when you have real support teams. You have all these conversations. The more people in real support teams that can hold you and guide you on the overall, the more you evolve. Why do you think as one being, I speak the way I speak? Not because of myself, because I reached out for help to the universe, right? God, quote unquote. And what you gonna call it? I got, for 88 days, almost 6 years ago, I had 10 people, 10 light workers to hold my hand, guide me on this healing journey. So my 8 years religious, spiritual, but guess what? I had 10 people ask one question to all 10 people. I got different answers, or same answers. I evolved so fast. On top of that, I was researching feelings, trauma bonds, anxiety, empath, all the terminology. And that's why the cool thing about the healing journey, when you start doing that, you evolve a lot faster. You see people's energy. Okay, he or she's beautiful, but look at the way they treat others. But they'll treat me good, but they treat others bad. Don't get involved with them as a potential partner. They won't treat you bad yet. Not yet. In due time, they will treat you like them. The people in the street type of situation. Trust. But if you want it the hard way, I pray for you. I go my day, go my life, and then when you complain about your partner, why? Why do you have to stay? I don't want to mean hurt their feelings. If there are no kids involved, be like fucking Forrest Gump. Go to that fucking door. Don't ever look back. Especially when we're adults. If you're adults, quote unquote, right? Yeah, it's your household. I got my household. Tell queens all the time. If I'm your partner, I'm toxic as fuck, right? Fuck boy, destroying the shit out of you, emotionally, the spiritually, all that bullshit. I love God, the universe, quote unquote, right? So stop being my babysitter, my mother, my father, my probation officer. Go to that door. Don't ever look back. Don't matter if I want to say that, that to gas and manipulate, that I'm going to off my fucking dome. If I do it, I was going to do it anyways. Do not worry. I'm not your kid. All you adults, you have to touch relationships, that's not your fucking kid at all. They probably have family and friends to take care of them. And I promise you 1,000, especially because social media. If I'm your partner and I destroy the fuck out of you, and then I can go on social media, play the victim sob story, and do reverse psychology, and I'll blame everybody, blame you that you did it to me, even though I did it to you. But some queen out there is too empathetic behind the screen. She'll fall for my bullshit, and she will take me in. Trust. Happens all the fucking time. Because people that are too empathetic, we think we're fixers, changers, and saviors. That's what we think. Maybe if I get with them, I'll give them love and I'll help them change their ways. Go, try, pray. I pray for you. It's not gonna work in your favor. You're gonna sabotage your life every single time. That's why you're too empathetic. What's your flaw? Like my flaw was, you're too empathetic. You're too nice. You're too gullible. You're you call it a people pleaser. And you go do opposite track, they the bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girls, right? The zombie, the acid addiction, the bullies, the racist. What is their flaw? All my tattoos. They're too narcissistic, they're too mean, too greedy, too egotistic, too prideful. They're called destroyers because everything they touch, which is you, they destroy. And all you queens talk about karma, you're fucking dating a fuck boy. You're dating karma. How's that working out for you? And you love God, the universe. Respectfully, And that's why I speak the way I speak bluntly. That's why boys hate the way I speak. Like, yo, you're a fuckboy, and keep doing what you're doing. Don't ever say love. Don't say God. Don't say the universe. Who are you to judge me? Everyone can judge everybody. That's judging people is communication. Now, Bree, can you observe me to try to comprehend me? Study me. My situation in Seattle all the time. I'm in the north side of the suburbs. They all look at me right now. I'm at the gym. You don't see this. I don't. Sometimes I take my hoodie off. And they see all the tattoos. They got tattoos, but they got the pretty tattoos. All my tattoos are just words, you know. The guys in the locker like, yo, you see my back tattoo, the big old cross, you religious? Like, yeah, boy, is a Catholic. I'm also spiritual. Is there like, so there are those Bible scriptures? Like, nah, none of them are. Not on my back at least, none of them are. That's my sayings. What? You know, if I look at them, go for it. If you want to get a picture, even better. Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. Yeah. Oh yeah, self tattoo? Why? Use the phone correctly. Take a picture. What's incorrectly? You love your wife, but you're a fuckboy, and you love God. Yeah, make that shit make sense. And like, man, that's pretty true. Nobody can blame the phone or social media at all when you come to talk relationships and your partner's fucking around, because the AI is not smart enough yet to wake up and cheat for me, to go on the girl's DMs for me. So I gotta go get up, grab one of my cell. I got like 15, 17 cell phones. Grab one of my cell phones. I love my wife, my girlfriend, and I'm DM some girl. I gotta do it. Yeah, it's not the cell phone. It's not the social media. It's the owner of the cell phone. That is the problem. That's why I call everybody out. If you worry about a cell phone relationship, your shit's over. End of story. That's why you go intuition. If you know they're fucking around, yo, rejection and protection. Go to that door. Here's the best part. Let's have a partner, and you know she's emotionally cheating, and I see that shit physically, right? And then she's out on her cell phone, and I have intuition. Yo, I'm walking away. I can test her and ghost her. What? I gotta work. We both gotta work. I don't come home. She called me and tell me what's up. Hey, I'm good. It's over. What? It's over. We didn't talk about it. We don't gotta talk about nothing. Talk to your boyfriends on that cell phone. Here's the best part. Tell them I just broke up with you and I ghosted you, and tell them a sob story. I promise you 1,000 they will take you in. I promise you that. It'll be probably a toxic relationship, but they'll use you for your body, beauty, and lust. And when they do and it's over, then what? Boo-hoo you, respectfully. You know, like, you don't know what the healing journey is yet. You don't know what energy is. I do. I already worked on myself. That's how I walk away. No problem. I don't deal with toxicity. A zillion queens in the whole universe. Why would I stress about one? Make them make sense respectfully. Yeah. Actually, how you doing, queen? You can speak if you want to. You don't have to sit there. But anyways, guys, how's you? I'm sorry? Say that again?
I said, I'm okay, honey. How are you?
Oh, good. Okay, just making sure once again. I'll be talking, so anyone can jump in if they want to. Don't. You can.
Oh, no, you're good. You, so I want to ask you a quick question. Do you think that there is someone for everyone out there?
So, okay, that's a beautiful question. And the answer I say is yes, but for one people, like, there is out there potential, but it's not forever. For one people, because remember this, all of us traumatized, and some people can do love and everything, and let's say it becomes too serious for them, or you know what, this person is loved to the fullest, and I thought I was ready, because you know the love, the feelings, lovey-dovey, tears, that's intercourse, but you know what, on the overall, like, they want to talk about everything, and I'm used to, like, you know, pushing away and building the walls, and they don't like that, and there's a problem right there. You know, that's why me as a being, potential to be, I have all these conversations, scenarios before I get involved with anybody, so they know what they're getting into. Because let's say actually you're my potential partner, but you're still stuck on your ex. You know, they traumatize you, your mother, father type of situation, and then I get crucified. They come from Jesus, and I'm your partner that you love, quote unquote. So then what are we doing here? So that's why I have a real conversation, do scenarios, so you know what you get into, so you don't hurt yourself. Because that's why I tell the queens of potential is like, I don't want you to hurt I don't want you to hurt your own feelings and self-sabotage your life because to get involved with me, because you love my energy in the conversations. I worked on myself. There's not many out there to do. They'll say healing journey, they'll talk about it, but on the overall, you know, they're still going through a type of situation, especially if they're emotionally cheat and they pass boundaries. And you see that and you don't say nothing, then respectfully, you're gonna hurt your own self. If you don't emotionally cheat and they do, respectfully, why do you allow it? I allow it? I'm not the one going through it. You're the one that's bothered by it, and you don't say nothing. I don't want to be hurt their feelings, but they're being mean to you and hurting your feelings. Make that make sense? We're adults. Have the adult conversation, you know? But so the answer on the overall is yes, but for one people, anybody can walk away whenever they want to, for whatever apparent reason. That is their free one choice. You as one being, can you handle the rejection once again? Nah, they left me. Remember this, more than the queen said, if you did your part, you did your part. Do not be hard on yourself. You know, if you gave your all, the most you could, then you did your part. 9 times out of 10, it's us boys who were raised incorrectly that we walk away or we cheat. Should not question your self-worth. And then you compare. Look at me, compare to her. I'm more beautiful than she is. It doesn't matter. Okay, you're beautiful, but you're sad and depressed. You're beautiful, and they cheat on you. It's not your beauty that's the issue. He is the issue. He cannot control his lust. And then once again, that's why he's doing body hopping. And now y'all beefing over whatever, 220 females over one guy that's fucking garbage, respectfully, you know? So that's why if you want love, what I say like, go for it, I'm sorry.
Let me ask you a question then. So,
yeah.
Like, typically they say, like, wait a year until after you've had a serious relationship, right? To try to even get into another relationship, okay?
Okay.
But, I mean, I've met several people on this app, even, like, they've been single 4 or 5 years. You know, like, when do you know when it's time that you're ready for a relationship? Is it A, because you're lonely? Because a lot of them are like, I'm just lonely.
Right.
Or is it B, because, like, you're ready to jump into another relationship? Because I look at these people and I analyze them, and I'm an empath, so I feel it a lot, but I'm like, he's not even healed. Like, he's not even changed. Or she's not even healed.
Right.
And it's been 12 years. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
right. So
it's hard.
It is. So here's the kicker. So you could be single, right? So are you single on the healing journey? Hey guys, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Morning, Miss America. Also happy New Year's. Happy New Year's also. How you doing? How's your body? How's your health? How's family and friends? But that's okay. You could be single, right? But on the overall, right? For me, men are dogs, and there's no loyalty nowadays. You could definitely say that, Miss America. You know, your free will choice, right? But like that's why first and foremost, as they being behind the screen, I preach about environment. Behind the screen, you know where you live at. Let's say on the overall, a lot of men where you're from, they're all fucking dogs and they're garbage and toxic as fuck. That's your environment. That's your, you know, don't lie to yourself. My situation, Eastern Washington State couldn't have. There's beautiful girls. I didn't say women because a lot of them, they're not on the healing journey. They go to God, Buddha, whatever they believe in. But this conversation is way too much for them. So they're just on a journey, respect them, not on a healing journey. In Seattle West, I'm on the north side of the suburbs. Beautiful women, healing journey. My tattoos, it gets their attention. We have these conversations, and we're nobodies to each other. But healing journey, you know, therapy, counseling, all beautiful conversations, you know. So that's why you can be single. But are you in the healing journey, or are you just in a journey? You can travel the universe. I'm happy for you. You can do ayahuasca, all that. That's beautiful. But are you actually learning to love you? Are you working on your traumas? And on top of that, like I was taught, my next tattoo, your ex-exes, have you observed all your ex-exes to see what the red flags that you missed, the boundaries that you passed, that they passed? You know, what's the things that you accepted? So why do you want to do that for? Because the next potential to be, as you know, you observe them, so the red flags happen, you realize boundaries, and the things you don't accept toxicity or whatever, or accept people that are jealous. Hey, check it out. You said you're not jealous, but you actually are jealous. These guys I talk to, they're platonic, no passing boundaries. But what, I'm supposed to be submissive and only speak to you, but you speak to females? Negative. It's not going to work out. What? I'm going to just walk away, you know? And you're going to big up with me because of that? Yes. This is my life. You're not my slave master. I'm not your slave master. I'm not your slave. You're not my slave. That door right there for both of us. I can leave, you can leave, you know? So the people in the healing journey, on the overall, we have this conversation. So, I mean, for me, probably, like Marsha, before you're single, right? There's two potentials, but once again, my energy is too strong. A lot more traumatized. They think they're ready. And when we have these conversations, they be like, why do you want to talk about everything? Well, you say you love me, quote unquote. You want to be in a relationship, right? And we're not potential partners. So is this what you're going to do when we're a couple? Every time someone triggers you, I don't do it to you. My next tattoo, your exes, your past pain, your toxic love, trauma, they trigger you, and you build walls and you push me away. So my kind of with Jesus, I get crucified because someone else did it to you. But you want to be a couple, it's not going to work out. Respectfully, we haven't even tried. Okay, if we all try, I can handle rejection. I can try to protect my energy. Can you? Because I'll walk away. I'll talk to you as an adult. I'll walk in, but I'm still going to walk away. And I learned from this. I'm your ex now. If you allow me to be, I could be your friend now, platonic, and your real support team until you figure out why it failed. And here's the best part. I don't even got to talk to you. The boys behind me, they will have this conversation. They ghost you, leave you. It's over. They don't give a shit. Because they're boys. They're not, man. Respect. They're just in a journey, not a healing journey, right? And that's when you say, fuck men, fuck women. Say that. All men, all women. That means everyone's traumatized. There is nobody for nobody at all. But then you claim higher source, but fuck everybody. Really? Make that make sense. That lets me know you're too traumatized, respectfully. You don't even know what love is. You know what toxic love is. You don't know what love is, respectfully. Because love doesn't hurt. Love is free in the water. If higher source of the universe is love, it does not hurt. It can't hurt. The truth for a reason. Because you can't handle the truth. You're not ready to hear the truth. Then don't talk to me. Don't be with me, respectfully. Toxic love, I'll sell you a dream. I tell Queen, if you want me to sell you a dream, I should sell you a dream. Every which way. But I'm not here to sell you a dream. You know, keep it 1,000. No. That's what my situation. I gave myself in America 5 years. Maybe if it doesn't work out in America, then third world countries, Mexico, you know, Asia, because respectfully, those queens are more traditional. But even then, they're traditional, right? I know in the overall, they are, a lot of them are loved, right? They're down for my situation. They'll get the way I speak, care of myself. And let's say my partner, she's like traditional, too empathetic wise, and her family, like, you know, her family bullies her. And she won't pick up because she got to respect her elders, that's her parents. But then if I open my mouth, chill out, okay, you know, she won't say nothing, but that's my girl, yes, that's your daughter. But why are you bullying her? What? No, I know. You can say this is about conversation, but no. How can you be your age as parents and still bully her type of situation? And you claim higher source. Make that make sense. And I'll call the parents out. Will Buddha do that? Will God do that? The universe, I doubt it very much. So why are you doing that to her? You know? And they can be like, this is why I do this conversation. Because a lot of families dictate our relationships because we date our family, because we respect our family. And then you want, let's say you want love. God send me somebody. God probably send you a lot of good partners, but if you let your family dictate your relationships because they're better in talks as couples and they don't want to see you happy, so if they're not happy, you can't be happy. They'll be happy when you break up for them. Now they love you again. Now they buy you gifts. All that bullshit. Yeah, because guess what? God sent you somebody, quote unquote, the universe, and you reject them because you're family. So you're dating family. That's all the queens. If you're not ready to cut your umbilical cord with your parents, then it's not going to work out. Especially if you see your partner, your parents, oh, they're toxic as fuck, man. Respectfully, like, yeah, a mansion, $1 billion, but behind closed doors, your dad's a little fuck boy, your mom's too submissive, quote unquote. It's not gonna work out. And everyone's future is funny in your face. Deadass, everyone's future is funny in your face. If you're in a toxic relationship and your parents are toxic, your aunties, uncles toxic, grandparents toxic behind closed doors, there's your future. 10 years from now, 30, 50 years from now, become your grandparents, respectfully. And brag about everything man made. Dubai, the universe, Pluto. You talk to aliens, but behind closed doors, toxic as fuck. And you see that. You want to become your parents and all them? I pray for you. I go my day, go my life. Yeah, we trying to say this. I stopped becoming all my toxic family at 39. Nothing against my family because they're done with this conversation. I'm blessed. You know, go through my healing journey, and you know, my ex relieved me 6 years ago, almost 6 years ago. That's my collarbone tattoo, my best tattoo, all my tattoos. It's an oxymoron. I told her, I love you for leaving me. How can you tell someone that you destroyed you? I love you for leaving me. Because you did the healing journey, now you figure out why it failed, and the intent, you don't ever do that shit again. Because you know how it felt. It destroyed the shit out of you. That's why it's called ego death, you know? And that's beautiful when you... Go ahead.
I go, sometimes you have to, that's what I just told my roommate. I go, sometimes you have to tell them, like, I love you that much that I have to leave you. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, because it's like between the two. But I also had a quick question. Shit, and I'm pretty sure I just forgot it. Oh, okay. Do you think it's fair when families judge a partner based on their past relationships? Right? Because
Okay, so as long as your partner's past is not in the present of you as a couple, they can say that all they want. They can forewarn you. Everyone has the right to forewarn and talk about people's past. If scenario, let's say you and I are together, right? I had a bad past of being a fuck boy, really physically abusive, right? My past version of myself, right? So all your family friends can form. Hey, you can research. Oh, he's got DV cases, assault, all this shit, right? DUI. Let's say I was a bad boy to the fullest, right? And obviously they're protecting you. So that's why the situation is, you know, journal with Tamia. It was whatchamacallit. That's where they can forewarn you. That's what me as a being, like, everybody has a past, right? The intent as one being, you let your past go. If someone brings your past to present and it triggers you, and then you start popping off, or you know, energy starts shifting. Oh, that's my past. Here we go again. Why did that's been 10 years? You haven't let it go. Respectfully, everybody has the right to beat the past and present. Like, for example, the mother of our boys, right? When she talks to our sons, the old version of myself, when she starts talking about me to our sons, you know, I would sit there and bicker a little bit, right? In the beginning of the healing journey. Now, I let her sit there. I sit there. You know, I what's the term? I respond. So I sit there and I just observe. And after she's done venting, then I'll say, shit out. Yeah, what your mom said is very true. The old version of myself, I did say that. I did do that. But here's the kicker. Your mom and I were both in a journey. That's why it didn't work out. My parents, her parents, no one's conversation. They say, God, the Bible, that's cool. But the Bible is not in a toxic relationship. God's not a toxic. We are as a couple, right? So and then she's like, I know you. No, shut out. You don't know me. You know of me. If you knew me, I would still be your partner. If you knew me, we would still be together. You don't know me. You know the old version of myself. So that's why that's the correct way to handle your past to present. So that's why, yes, let's say your family said, yes, yeah, mister, yes, what you're saying is correct. I did do that. Low words myself. I was careless. I was in the journey. Nothing about the healing journey. Nothing about these feelings. I was being reckless. What you're saying is very correct. And you should protect your daughter every which way. You have the right to say that because you don't want me to hurt your daughter. That's beautiful. That conversation on the overall, and that's when your family, your friends, oh shit, accountability. Yes, I was just in a journey, no healing journey. No one taught me this shit. I didn't care. I was being reckless. The YOLO life, you only live once. That's why blue conversations, especially in the ghetto hoods, YOLO, that's the most ignorant fucking mindset. Do not get involved with people with the YOLO mentality. You know, people in the healing journey, you know, we live every day. You only die once. You cherish every day you bug around. You want to do a better life on the overall, and especially if you want love, especially if you want a partner, you do it correctly as best as possible. You know, and that's healthy on the overall. But once again, if you become like a little beautiful couple, power couple, allow your family and friends on both sides, then they're in toxic relationship-wise, they won't want to, they're going to be jealous and trying type of situation. So they're the one that comes to cause the issues, and from their ways, potential things that happen. So family and friends that you care about you should be happy for you every which way. The ones that are in toxic relationships, they don't talk their bullshit, you know, try to break you guys apart because they don't want to see, if they get happy, you can't be happy. As a forewarning, if that's not family and friends, blood family, yes, but my neck tattoo, on the back of my neck, it says, my tattoo is, it says, blood makes you related, blood's not thicker than water, your vibe will attract your tribe, your spiritual familia. And that's factual. I got a lot of blood family, but we don't talk to each other. Because why? Look at me as a being out in the Spanish culture, Hispanic and Spaniard, so the boys hate my ass, every which way, because I'm outing them like, what's good about being a brown boy, respectfully? You can't behind the screen to forewarn you if you're not part of the Spanish culture, just to let you know you're in the comprehend fair in a positive manner. 90% brown boys, Hispanic and Spanish are fuck boys. Just to forewarn you. And they love Jesus, God, whatever they believe in, quote unquote. But they're in the story to share you every which way. And then if you fall for the bullshit that, you know, machismo, so let's say you're my partner, right? If I was the machista, which is basically a narcissist, right? So, and I do machismo, which is narcissist double standard, so I can little by little, let's say before I met you on your platforms, IGs, social media, you're showing flesh, a bikini, lingerie, whatever, your skirt. Babe, if you love me, you remove the pictures. If you love me, and you will do it because you will love me, but I'm gassing my leg to the fullest. And then you can't talk to guys, but I can talk to girls, and you'll do it because you love me. Yeah, so little by little, chop it down like a tree, and you become submissive. I'm your slave master, and you're my slave. How's it working out for you? Respectfully. Don't do that bullshit. That's how the queens a lot of times, especially the brown, right? Hispanic thing, Spanish type of situation. Yo, queen, with my one-on-ones, you know, even you one-on-ones, just wish to know, like, what's your boyfriend, your baby father, your husband? Oh, he's Dominican, Cuban, Spanish. Oh, queen, there's your problem. What? You're dating a brown boy. You're a brown boy. I'm a brown man. Let me breathe in our culture. And what? That's exactly, yes, we're fucking robotic. That's what means of being. I don't fuck with the Spanish culture. I don't date a brown girl at all. A brown woman, a Hispanic, if she's doing the healing journey, preferably awakening woke journey, these conversations. But if she's just stuck in the church corny ways with the family, it won't work out. Because the way I speak, this is machista and narcissist. You know, all my tattoos, there's 3 phrases in Spanish. If you speak Spanish, Spanish culture, it'll get your attention. And me, I don't hold back. I'm going to piss off all the male side of your family. And they want to talk shit. I'm like, yo, don't say God. What? How can you be a fuck boy and go to church? Make that make sense. You know, we do mistakes, quote unquote, but that shit's over. You fell to lust. So the correct thing you should do, you should break up with her, start your healing journey so you don't do this shit again. That's why I tell people, like, you know, once a cheater, always a cheater, once a player, always a player with you. Actually, if I did it to you, yes, that is factual with you. The intent that you be selfish in a positive manner, you love me, but you love yourself more, and you walk away. And then I fall back, start my healing journey, so I do this to get to the next potential partner I do. If I keep doing it, I am the problem. I'm too narcissistic. I cannot control my lust. I should not say love. I should do poly open. Those type of relationships, because I can't control my lust. End of story. All these boys, especially boys that fucking do monogamy, quote unquote, just you and I and that's it. But you always cheat because you don't want the title. You don't want your family friends to know that you're a fuckboy, fuckboy type of situation. Who gives a shit? You're an adult. Who gives a shit what anyone thinks about you on the overall? As long as you're honest about it, you know? Like my situation, if it hits 5 years in America and there's no potential, and there's for everybody out there, you be single, give yourself an ETA time, how long you be single for on the overall. And just for you, maybe in this lifetime, there is no potential. So do you accept Like my situation, do I lower my standards? And okay, this queen on the overall is 1,000. This is the best one I could do on the overall. But even then, I don't like the term accept and then compromise, because let's say on her side, I'm the best partner she ever had in her life. I give her love to the fullest. I like great job these conversations. But on my side, I'm not satisfied to the fullest. Then what? Break up with her, walk away, wait for another potential. That's what my situation. If it gets to that point, once again, I put in my bio, and then every queen that wants to get involved with me sees right there. If I decide to do benefits, my bio will say the same thing it says, and the bottom will say benefits. When people are like, what does that mean? No, I'm the universe's boyfriend. I will never have a girlfriend. I waited for so long. Respect God, the universe. Hey, maybe in this lifetime there is no potential. Maybe, as they say, in the next lifetime, reincarnation in the after. I don't know. What's up, big dog? How you doing? Hey, what's up, queen? Welcome to life. ¿Cómo estás? What you gonna call it? I don't know. So if I do decide to do that, trust me, no go. We cannot say I sold him a dream. I guess I'm manipulated. I'm being narcissistic. All my bios sit right there. Benefits. What? Friends with benefits. You're my friend. Happy to hear that, queen. You're not my partner type of situation. On your side, control and protect your energy and your feelings. If you can't control that, you think you fall in love. How can you fall in love with somebody that says they're doing benefits? Make that make sense. You hurt your own self, because when or we could be a couple. I don't be with nobody. I just told you I'm the universe's boyfriend. So you sold yourself a dream and you hurt yourself. Now you're in love. Now how can you let go? You gotta learn how to let go. I can stop this conversation with you and we squash it. That's gonna hurt you more, but that's why you gradually break the situation. If not, you gonna sell yourself a dream, Respectfully. That's why, once again, keep it 1,000. All men and women in the healing journey, keep it 1,000. Do not sell dreams. Let people know what you are as a being on the overall, what you're looking for. And on top of that, once again, like, as long as you can control and protect your energy, no one can hurt you. They ghost, and that's a free one choice. I make it sound easy because I work to myself. That's what, that's the potential to be. When she goes to twice, I become sound depressed. I question my self-worth. I don't get mad at God. No, that is her free one choice. And here's the best part. If a person behind the screen can hurt you, behind the screen, you haven't physically met them, you have a lot of healing to do. All the people that do LDR, long-distance relationships behind the screen, you're with my tattoo. My tattoo right here. With my cell phone. Your relationship on a cell phone, anybody can. You know what? I don't want this more block. Now you're on suicidal thoughts. You're gonna off your fucking dome because someone rejected you, bruh. You have a lot of healing to do respectfully. You're not ready for love, because love doesn't hurt. Toxic love hurts every which way. And once again, that's why for everybody out there, as one being, can you handle rejection? The whole universe rejects you. Apply for work? No. You apply for a car? No. Man made bullshit. But the worst rejection is potential partners to be. Your family and friends. Your kids can reject you. Anybody can walk away whenever they want to. That is their free one choice. That's why when you have a real support team, the healing journey, the hardest part, you got the healing journey, the awakening journey, the awaken, the hardest one, the woke journey. Once you become woke, trust, you become 1%. My face tattoo, what? I don't need people. You can all walk away. I don't care. Like I tell my coworkers, none of you have to talk to me. I'm just here to work, and that's it. If you talk to me, cool. We don't. I don't care. All these beings in this facility, and a lot of you probably feel alone. My face tattoos. That's how the word alone. My face triggers you probably, because I feel alone. Why? You don't need people. Nothing wrong being alone. Well, what happens every night is you're lonely. The loneliness because you have no physical body by your side, as a friendship, especially as a partner. So, you ready for that? Respectfully, but yeah. My situation was, again, that metaphor, that clip that I just played, climbing the mountain. My situation, there's no more mountains to climb. There's no more healing for me to do as a being. But I can learn from others. That's why I love doing this live podcast and my one-on-ones in Seattle. Speaking to people, especially the queens, man. Like, I love having conversations about all this. Hey, what's up, big dog? What's up, queen? All these conversations, because I get to learn from others, because everyone's unique. We all have our own universe. We have our own beliefs. I love to hear people's healing journey, how they work on themselves, Like, my situation in Seattle, they be like, do you read books? I'm like, once in a while type of situation. But if you have a book to recommend, if you want to, you can tell me it. I got my notes on my cell phone, and I put in my little folder that says books. In Seattle, there's many books in there. Maybe one of these days, I'll buy that book, and I'll read the book, because the way they're speaking, because I asked them that, so who taught you, who's your real support team? A counselor, a therapist? They'd be like, oh no, I actually read a lot of books, and they started the author's name. Cool, can I get the author's name, the name of the book? And maybe one of these days I'll read that book. Oh, that's why you speak the way you speak. That person right there, they know what they're doing the healing journey or the heal potentially, And that's why once again my situation when the Queen's time. So what books do you in Seattle? What do you read? I'm like, I don't really read books, So how'd you do all of your tattoos? I'm like, it's just the healing journey. I study people's, all these podcasts, all these platforms, and I take anyone's word or saying that I know would trigger people. I put it in my body. There's positive message in my body, but I have more negative. Because if it triggers you, hey, that's my job, is my gift. Now, what we do with the word or the phrase in my body. And the best part, before you met me, or you saw my tattoos on these platforms, you was doing good. Now that word, and like for example, it says slave masters, fuck your feelings, slaves. People think man-made slavery. And Seattle would be like, is that slavery times? I was like, well, that's the thing we think automatically wise. No, man-made slavery, quote unquote, it died, quote unquote, on the overall, legally wise. No, it's behind closed doors. What do you mean? Scenario, miss. Let's say I'm your boyfriend, right? And we have a kid together. Scenario, just one kid, keep it simple. And I'm emotionally cheating, emotionally spiritually abusive. I'm physically abusive to you and our kid, right? So that means I'm your slave master. I say, fuck your feelings and our kids' feelings. And you're my slave, our kid's a slave. And I love God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual ancestors. That's what that means. Oh, shit. Straight to the point, right? Got your attention. So why would you allow me to be by your side and our kid's side if I'm a slave master? If I'm too narcissistic? It doesn't matter if I say God. God's not doing it. I'm doing it. Like, man, yeah. Like, that's when I say, and I asked a lot of queens locally, why, do you know what the answer to life is? What? All the things you've done, therapy, counseling, all these books, right? Do you know what the answer to life yet? So like, no, do you? And that's why I said my little phrase, the answer to life is the verse in the mirror. All you ever needed was you. The end, what? A lot of queens locally here in Seattle, they tear up, they're in awe. Some even cry and they walk away, or they shake their head. Like something like, oh, you figured it out. Yeah, 6 years ago, I dedicated my life and all my energy to figure this shit out, the healing journey. That's what I did, and I just tell stories. I pay it forward. No one has to comprehend me. If you believe love from a being, go for it. But if they walk away, now what? They took their love, which is their love, and walked away. Now you're back alone. Are you okay being alone? It'd be nice to, trust me, it'd be nice to have a partner. It'd be nice to, when I go home, I have a partner. I could call somebody and bullshit with them, but I don't got that. It's cool. Day by day, baby steps. Patience is a virtue, as they say, quote unquote. But is it factual? I don't know. I really don't know. Honestly, in that part, that's why I just give myself 5 years and that's it. If it's 5 years and all you announce it, man, it's 5 years, I'm going to do a 6, or maybe, I'm going to go third world countries. But even then, third world countries, once again, a lot of queens are loved. A lot of queens are really empathetic. The downfall potential, my energy might be too much for them. On top of that, then their families. Their family might be the issue because since traditional, you respect your parents. You respect your elders, quote unquote. But if they're toxic, you're not supposed to say shit at all. And that's the part where we'll have a problem because, babe, let's go to my parents. Like, why? If your father's always going to talk shit to you and I can't say anything to your father, I'm going to sit there and stay quiet and you laugh and bullshit and be awesome. No, that is so it's a wrong dynamic. So it's not going to work out more likely. Or if you want to, we can, cool, let's do this. I'll accept it. I'll stay quiet. And when you come home, why talk about it? You're not going to do nothing about it at all. You want to open your mouth, you want to have boundaries, And I can speak on your behalf, but you won't even let me do that because that's wrong. Because now the whole family's going to have tension with you. I don't care. I'm dating you. I'm not dating your family at all, respectfully. If they don't like me, I don't care. You're my partner. They're nothing to me, respectfully. They could get married. Like, why would we get married if there's family tension? No one's going to show up to the marriage. You know that, right? Can you handle that? Can you handle the rejection of your family not showing up to the marriage because I just don't like me? It's like, yo, you got to see a future in a positive manner before you get involved with anybody on the overall. That's why I'm still single type of situation. I have all these conversation scenarios with potentials to be. What? I'm for warning you, man. If you want to do this, remember this. I can control with my energy. We have TSS intercourse become one. I don't question my self-worth. If I squash it, you squash it, I become sounding depressed. Nothing. I don't feel like nasty. I feel, nothing. Why? People will come and go. And that's why I tell the queens, before I get out of here, I'm just talking to you. I'm for warning you. The boys behind me, they will not have this conversation at all. I promise they won't. At all. So you queens, that if you're doing the healing journey, excuse me. Oh, shit, I'm tired. If you're doing the healing journey and you want love in the overall, then date people like you that have these conversations. If not, go sell yourself a dream. Go sabotage your life and fall on your face. Let me know how it feels. I comprehend how it feels, but let me know how it feels. And remember this, guys, it's not even about being right. I'm paying it forward to forewarn you, so you don't become me and many of us, and then point the finger. That's like on TikTok, which is it was very tricky. But I had a comment at the end. It says, all this thing you went through in life, you allowed to happen. But I put comma, not knowing what. So I want to get physically abused by my parents. No, but your parents stuck on the generational cycle wise. They don't know this conversation, so don't become them. Love doesn't hurt. What? It doesn't hurt. But yes, they're mistreating you. That's toxic love. That's not love at all. But they say they love me. Yeah, like a lyric from a song that's set on my arm. Just don't listen with your ears. Listen with your eyes too. Actions speak down the words. I love you, but I'm cheating on you. I love you, but I give you a black eye. I love you, but I'm body hopping. I love you, but emotion cheating in front of your face. But I love you. Is that love real? But yes, the person that you love, they tell you that because that's what you want to hear. The downfall that you're hearing from the wrong person. And then once again, to call it the queen, especially, you claim higher source, whatever your higher source is, and you have toxicity by your side. Yeah, religious talk. You're God's disciples, queens, and you didn't listen to disciples. All these alphas, machistas, narcissists, and vampires and boys and girls, whatever you're into, right? All of them, once again, they're just too narcissistic wise. They're just on a journey, no healing journey. And it does not matter what they have man-made. But if you want to fall for man-made things, that is your free will choice. Anyone that brags about man-made things, that is their God and their love. That's like corny-ass conversation. What do you bring to the table? I'm going to tell my back. It's going to say other than your body, your beauty, your looks, your lust, your job, your money, your car, your home, and man-made BS. What do you bring to the table? I just stripped all the universes from all the universes. What? You cannot bring anything man-made in this conversation. I'm beautiful? Man-made. Your parents made you. Your body, your beauty cannot talk to me. I see what everyone sees. So you can't tell me anything positive. So you're just on a journey. Cool, queen, king, I pray for you. I go my day, go my life. Enjoy all the toxicity. I remember this. When you're crying, you're beautiful. You have a nice body. You have $1 billion, but you're crying over one person in the universe. Make that make sense respectfully. But guys, I gotta get going. XJ, have a blessed day, queen. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop. Remember, day by day, baby steps. Maggie, everyone on this platform, love you guys. Have a best morning. Remember, please don't ever feel alone. I'm always your pocket, 24/7, 365. Whenever you want this conversation, however, I got you guys. Once again, and to form people like, till I have 8 kids, nobody can fix, change, or save anyone in the universe at all. You can save them physically, but if they're stuck on trauma bonds, your kid or your family friend, whoever it is, they're going to go back no matter what, more likely, or they'll give them another chance. That is their trauma bond. Be patient with them best as possible, and be there for them best as possible. Because let's say you overcame trauma bonds. You did, they have it, they don't know how to. Hold their hand, guide them, right? So if you have money, you can financially save them, but emotionally and spiritually, no, you can't. Nobody can do for nobody at all, not even God, higher source of the universe. What? It's been done, but it's our free will choice to become saved or unsaved, to stay in toxic relationships or healthy relationships. For everybody out there, you're praying to God, higher source of the universe, for a sign or miracle, it's the door. I've been saying that for almost 6 years now. I preach about it to the fullest, and there's the answer. It's the door. Everyone that bitches about it as a couple, the door is right there. Hasta la puerta. In Spanish 101. What? The door is right there. You can both leave, or one you can leave. And when you go there, don't ever look back. You're adults, do not ever look back. That is not your kid, especially queens. Stop being my babysitter. Stop being my mother, my probation officer, my father. I'm not your kid. All you people out there, especially adults, yo, that's not your fucking kid. Let them fuck up. Does not matter if they get in trouble, prison, and they can blame you to get some manipulated because of you. You broke up with me. Now I got in trouble and I'm in prison because of you. Don't feel guilty. That was his free one choice. Well, you are not changing. You're choosing. You can blame the devil on my tattoos. The devil planted the seed. Yeah, go do wrong. God says don't do wrong. All my little tattoos, right? Yeah, but here's the kicker. God gave everybody what? Every day above ground, every being has what? The same 2 fucking gifts. What is it? Free will and choice. So you queens, what are you choosing? What are you doing? To stay with fuckboy. Not respectfully. And then the kings, aka boy narcissistic wise, what are they choosing doing? To be the fuckboys. And everyone loves God the universe. How's that working out for you? Higher source not the issue. Your belief is not the issue. You are the issue. You two beings in the same household are the fucking issue. But for both of you, the door's right there. I love you guys. Have a morning. Stay blessed. I'll see you guys potentially tonight. I gotta go. We gotta go to drive an hour north. To do Amazon. Probably take a little power nap because I worked out this morning. I'm tired. Like, that's why me as a being, like, you gotta take care of your body. Somebody takes care of you. Physical health. Don't forget about your mental, yin and yang. Be balanced as one being. And then the next potential to be, try to balance both sides, man. Like I tell you, love's out there. It just at your own pace type of situation. Me personally as a being, I don't know. Like I say, I pray there's something out there for me, but if not, and once again, and I'm blessed. I'm not a virgin, right? I tell people, like, I don't want bodies. I've been there, done that. I don't want that at all. You know, respect. I don't want bodies at all. I just want one, and that's it. Will I get that? I don't know. I really don't know. That's why you guys behind the screen, you know, become single celibate. That's cool. Celibacy, don't positive celibacy wise, you control your lust. That's all it is. Because you're celibate 2 years, a potential to celibate for 5 years, it does not guarantee a long-term healthy monogamous relationship at all. Because that's just controlling lust, and that's all it is. That's all it is, you know. So don't fall for that celibacy trend. Just because I say God, the universe, God is not the issue. Once again, all this positive talk is not the issue. We beings are the issue. Observe my energy, because I observe energy. That's why my situation, potentials, they don't last too long, you know, or just first and last conversation. Oh shit, yeah, they're not ready for it. That's why don't feel worried about do not worry about the rejection part. You're being honest about it. You're not trying to sell dreams, and it wasn't meant to be type of situation, quote unquote. But let's see what happens. The day I have a partner, the whole universe I know I have a partner. And once again, like my ex-wife, beautiful individual. If you want to see her, go on YouTube. She'll say, like, you know, myself, and it'll say Amber. You know, beautiful individual. She gave me a taste of love. That's why my standards are so high type of situation. I got a taste of love, and that's all I want. I don't want toxic love. I don't want respectfully a queen that's still in the healing journey. You know, if she's trying on the overall we have this conversation, cool, we could try. But I forewarn her every which way. If I'm too much for you and it's too strong, you know, you can't do this. And do not feel guilty. Queen, do not feel guilty at all. The door is right there. You can leave. You can ghost me. It will not hurt my feelings at all. Trust. I'll go my day in my life. There's zillions of queens out there in the universe. Why would I stress about you? One, respectfully, you know? And the intent you learn from this, you know what? I said there, heal some more. That's a positive. But see, I can do that for myself because I worked on myself. So, but have this morning, guys. Take care. Be safe. Little Maggie, take that squad. Love you guys. Have a good morning. Take care. IG squad. Love you guys. Take care. Have a good morning. Be safe. Boop. Other TikTok squad. Love you guys. Take care. Be safe. Beagle squad. Love you guys. Take care. Have a good morning. Be safe. Ciao, ciao. Twitch.